What is the fifth National Encuentro of Hispanic Latino Ministry? The fifth Encuentro is a 4-year process of ecclesial reflection and action that invites us all Catholics in the United States to intense missionary activity, consultation, leadership development, and identification of best ministerial practices in the spirit of the new evangelization. The process has been proposed as a priority activity for the USCCB strategic plan for 2017 through 2020. The fifth Encuentro starts at the grassroots level and calls for the development of resources and initiatives to better serve the fast-growing Hispanic population in dioceses, parishes, ecclesial movements, and other Catholic organizations and institutions, in light of its main theme, missionary disciples, witnesses of God's love. So who participates in the fifth Encuentro? All leaders in dioceses and archdioceses, parishes, ecclesial movements, and other Catholic organizations and institutions are invited to participate by encountering Hispanic Latino Catholics, particularly those living in the periphery, through the missionary process of evangelization and consultation that is the fifth Encuentro. What are the goals? What are the objectives of the fifth Encuentro? The main goal, the overall goal, is to discern ways in which the Church in the United States can better respond to the Hispanic Latino presence and to strengthen the ways in which Hispanics and Latinos respond to the call to the new evangelization as missionary disciples serving the entire Church. The objectives are several. First, call all Catholics in the United States to become authentic and joyful missionary disciples that give witness to God's love with a prophetic voice in a culturally diverse church and society. Second, provide a renewed ecclesial vision that develops effective pathways to invite, engage, and form Hispanic Catholic youth, young adults, and their families to live out their baptismal vocation. Third, invite all Catholic leaders to engage and accompany Hispanic Catholics who find themselves in the peripheries of the church and society, particularly those who live in at-risk situations and are not actively involved in their faith community. Fourth, identify and promote opportunities for Hispanic Catholic pastoral leaders to serve at all ministerial levels of the church and the larger society, and increase the number of protagonists in the new evangelization. And fifth, stimulate a new wave of faith formation and leadership development initiatives that prepare Hispanic Catholics to share and celebrate the good news of Jesus Christ and to become living for the reign of God in society. So what is the timeline that we're looking at? What is our chronology here? 2016 is going to be a year of preparation, particularly of the diocesan teams that are going to conduct the entire process. 2017, it's going to initiate the process in parishes and dioceses and Catholic organizations. 2018 will see the regional encuentros in the Episcopal regions and national event in northern Texas. 2019 will be a year for reflection and evaluation, a year for writing and bringing together all the recommendations of the encuentro. And 2020 is the year of bringing the encuentro home. The themes of this 5-week evangelization process of consultation and development of leadership are 5. First, call to a loving encounter with Jesus Christ. The second, with words and actions. Let's do it. The third, walking along with Jesus. We walk along with the Master. The fourth, bearing fruits of new life, transforming lives, transforming experiences. And fifth, celebrating the joy of being missionary disciples. These 5 themes are inspired by Pope Francis's call to create a culture of encounter and are taken from the Apostolic Exhortation, The Joy of the Gospel, number 24, which I invite you to read. A little bit of history might be of help here. The process of Encuentro has been a catalyst for developing ministries among Hispanic Latinos during the past 50 years. Each of the previous Encuentros has been a watershed experience that has significantly changed the way in which the Church responds to the Hispanic presence and the way in which Hispanics, Latinos respond as Church. The first Encuentro in 1972 led to the creation of the National Office for Hispanic Affairs. The second Encuentro between 1975 and 1977 led to the creation of 8 regional offices for Hispanic Affairs. The third Encuentro between 1982 and 1985 led to the creation of the Standing Committee of Hispanic Affairs and the promulgation of the National Pastoral Plan for Hispanic Ministry in 1987. This plan gave the green light and a clear vision to dioceses and parishes to respond to the ever-growing Hispanic Latino presence. Encuentro 2000, or the fourth Encuentro, helped the Church in the United States to recognize and appreciate its cultural diversity through what we call a new experience, a new Pentecost experience. In the first National Encuentro for Hispanic Youth and Young Adult Ministry between 2005 and 2006 opened a new pastoral avenues in ministry to and with Hispanic Latino young church. The fifth Encuentro finds an unprecedented number of parishes serving Hispanic Latinos and a growing influence of the apostolic movements, all of which, or many of which, are led by thousands of Hispanic Latino leaders, lay ecclesial ministers. It also counts with record numbers of Hispanics, Latinos, which are engaged in formation programs, and a growing number of Latinos involved in national organizations. However, still, such growth comes short in addressing the demands of the ever-growing Hispanic Latino population. Thus, the fifth Encuentro promises to be another watershed experience that provides the Church with the clarity, the enthusiasm, and the means that it needs to more adequately respond to the Hispanic presence, so that in turn, Hispanic Latino Catholics can respond as Church now and in the future. At this moment of grace, it is of the utmost importance to champion the ongoing formation and leadership development of Hispanic Latino Catholics in the United States. The fifth Encuentro is a privileged opportunity to prepare as missionary disciples ready to serve the entire Church, and for the Church to better recognize and receive and welcome the gift that Hispanic Latinos are to the Church and society in the United States.